Hey YouTube, it's Kirby and welcome to a new video. So, I hate counterfeit cartridges. Like, I was on eBay the other day and I picked me up a copy of Soul Silver because I have a Pokewalker that should be coming in the mail pretty soon. And, the seller, the post looked legit. The reviews were all good. Didn't see anything about any incompatibilities with a Pokewalker until after the fact when I looked at it again. So I'm wondering if maybe the listing changed on the in between or what happened. But yeah, no, I got sent a bootleg cartridge, and I mean I can confirm it's bootleg. I have a homebrewed 3DS. I went into the you can actually look inside the cartridge on a with a God Mode 9 on a homebrewed 3DS system, and the save file wasn't there. I made sure to save a game, and it saved. To its credit, it saved. But what it didn't do was allow me to access that save file, meaning that it was on a different part of the memory chip, which makes it incompatible with stuff like PKHex, PKSM, or even something as simple as injecting a save file into it, which is that the whole point of needing the cartridge is inject my save file so I can play Soul Silver with my Pokewalker and actually be able to use them together. So I'm going to have to go back on eBay. I'm going to have to return this, so I'm going to have to go to USPS, which bleh. That wasn't something I wanted to do on a day off, but now it's in the schedule. So that's got me all kinds of twisted, cause and I don't get it. Who's going out here buying just singular cartridges with one ROM on them instead of getting an actual flash cart, like an ARC4 cartridge or something, where you can boot up any DS game you want to on it. These repros cartridges, they don't even save right, so and it didn't even have an IR sensor in it. Which so I have been just angry about it. I and I just don't, I've encountered bootleg cartridges before, but this one looked scarily good. It looked almost one for one. The only thing that I noticed, and it even had some scuff on the cartridge itself from where it's obviously been tested. So I just assumed, someone must have played this, probably someone's, childhood game, whatever. And, so now I'm gonna have to go, and it's probably, it was probably too good to be true. It was like a $40, cartridge. I'm torn between, getting a actual, paying the exorbitant amount for an English cartridge, or just breaking down and getting a Japanese cartridge, which I'd rather not, because I'm not a native Japanese speaker, and that would be just not as fun for me, because, the Soul Silver's not a Pokemon game that I know as well as, say, Emerald, or, Black White 2, or even, stuff like Sun and Moon, X and Y. I've never actually beaten a Johto game. This is my first actual real playthrough. And, right now I'm just working on breeding out some stuff I want. I've only beat, the third gym. But, it's just aggravating, because, and it's hard to, verify things are real until you got the cartridge in your own system. I might look also for like Heart Gold, see if that's any cheaper, because if I'm remembering correctly, everyone fangirled over Lugia, who was mid as hell design wise. I'm just gonna say it. I think Ho-Oh is way better looking as a Pokemon, but that's just me. I'd rather deal with the big fire rooster. Um, so yeah, that's just been an annoying little thing going on, and I'll probably show the listings somewhere in this video. I'll probably take a screenshot actually of it if I can find it, and yeah, no, I just don't get these like repro sellers that aren't just selling like R4 cartridges. Like, I mean, you can find R4 cartridges or the closest next thing pretty cheap online, normally about like 20-30 bucks. So I mean, and they're charging 40 for a cartridge with one game on it that doesn't even work properly. There's no IR sensor. Uh, the save file is inaccessible enough the cartridge, which is super annoying. Because and I even checked with stuff like PKSM, JKSM. I even looked with Checkpoint, which, I didn't realize Checkpoint doesn't even touch DS cartridges, which I guess makes sense. But also, like, eh. So, yeah, there's, that, and, actually, I even went into it with, like, God Mode 9. I looked directly in the cartridge, and, I couldn't find that memory, and it's like, ugh, it's really obnoxious when they, when these people do that kind of stuff. And, it's not like I've been not having trouble with, Pokemon in general lately. I went out to give me some Pokemon cards the other day. And my God, GameStop only sells them like 2 days a week now. And they'll only sell you like one box per person because of the scalper issue. Like, ever since Pokemon games went downhill, scalpers have gotten so bad about the TCG. And it's because, all of us older Pokemon fans, we still want our Pokemon fix. But these new games have been just dog water awful. So, we're, buying Pokemon cards, some physical you can hold, look at, whatever. And the places that I did find that had them were like the Dollar Tree, and shoot, what's it called? Give me a second. It was Dollar Tree and Five Below, which is wild to me. And places like Walmart didn't have any. GameStop wouldn't sell. Yeah, GameStop has it, but they wouldn't sell it to us. Oh no, we only sell it like 2 days a week now. Which is just the dumbest frickin' thing. And it just actually irks me. I didn't expect, to be like slapped in the face like that. And and it's like the local game stores I went to either didn't have packs, or the packs they did have were like marked up to like $9 for one booster pack, which is wild. I mean, these are like $5 packs. They're selling for almost double the price. Like, who the hell's gonna buy at that price? And, I'm not, trying to rag on the local vendors here, but like, I get it, you gotta get your product in, but like, those rates are just god awful. And, and it's like trading cards, I've always been a big Yu-Gi-Oh kid. Got in Magic the Gathering a little bit later on, got into, Pokemon TCG, and it's like, I just wanted to pick up some Pokemon cards. I just wanted to get some paper that made me happy. And it's like, the most and the best cards I got were just some, like, $5 or less singles. I mean, and, it's just, it makes me angry, because it's like, I was like, oh, this new set sounds fun, I'll go buy a pack or two. Didn't even get anything from the new set. What I got was, like, some of the Team Rocket packs, and, some other pack that just didn't have... I didn't get anything good out of. It was... And... I don't get it. Why do people buy stuff from Scalpers? I mean, you're gonna get marked up prices. Just do what Yu-Gi-Oh players do. Just buy singles. Like, sure, pack openings are fun, but I mean, if you're, hardcore collecting, if you're hardcore playing the game, just buy singles. Like, hell, get a bulk box or something offline. I thought about doing that, actually. Maybe getting a couple bulk boxes, which would be pretty alright. I've thought about that. I've got a lot of, like, trading cards, sports cards, and stuff, and I'm kind of wondering if I could potentially even, start selling some of it off in, like, bulk. So I've got, like, about, I'd say 8,000 baseball cards from, like, 87, and I know it's mostly all just, dog water common stuff. But I thought about maybe seeing, because I don't know if baseball card market's still big or not. I deal more with football cards personally. Because, I just prefer football, but, I've got plenty of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon cards and stuff, and I've thought about maybe trying to sell some of it, but I don't know, with the way the trading card market is, the way the economy is, and just with how convoluted selling and even buying stuff online is, I don't know if it'd be even worth my trouble, or if I'd just be better off selling it to, like, some vendor or something. I don't know. But yeah, what's your guys' opinion on the current state of, like, I guess, scalpers and bootleg sellers? It's been one hell of a week. I've been helping someone move, so I'm pretty tired. I woke up a little too early, had to do my meal prep. So I'm worn out, guys. And I gotta go help after this. So if you guys like this video, it'd be really just appreciated if you give me a thumbs up. Comment down below your opinion on everything going on with, like, resellers, repro sellers, and just all that in general. But anyways, like the video if you like it, and dislike it if you disliked it. Bye, guys.